Hello and welcome to another episode of Demo Review. Me, your host, Maddox. Today should be episode 14. We'll be watching a guy by the name of Ginseng. I actually had this video done earlier, but I deleted it while I was doing some editing, and so now I'm redoing it right here. I'm adding a new segment towards the end of the video. It's called, what is it called? Oh yeah, demo scores, review scores. Basically I give you a score, give you a rough estimate to where I think you're at. Alright, so let's hop right into it. Alright, so very common to go pistol armor on pistol round on T sides. Usually you guys will all rush together and use your numbers to your advantage. B is the most common area to go because it's close end, works well for the Glocks. Probably just a long hallway, it's easy to hold, or easy to rush, I should say, and not easy to hold for TTs. So, you see your teammates go through smoke. I don't know why you're waiting here. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be going through with them. Go late, pick up a Tech 9. Alright, you should have seen both of them. Hoping. Really gotta kill that guy. Just next time. Tech 9. Accurate, kind of all running. But you just gotta make sure you either spam it faster, don't take your time with those shots, or aim for the head. Hopefully you get a headshot instead of aiming for the upper chest. So you guys lose that round, you're on an eco buy, you can either force up, or you can just full save depending on what your teammates do. Alright, you got pistol armor and flash, but looks like your team's saving up. Really need to save it. If you're starting at a wall, you should be aiming at a corner ledge, looking down, push. Maybe you're AFK, but always be good for the push. That was a deep Molotov. He easily could have pushed that, and he did, and he took advantage of you.
Counter-terrorists win. Nice.
Now your economy is a little worse off than your teams. That guy buys AK, no armor, no head armor, which is really stupid because they have pistols, they have submachine guns, but as we can see, they have rifles. So either way, he's fucked because it's going to be one shot to the head with no matter what weapon they have right now. He just has to hope that they just shoot out of his chest. Alright, so it looks like you're just going to full save here, waiting for the pushes. Really smart, good play by you guys. Don't really need to take the fight if you don't have to. You know, that Molotov came down. Alright, see this quick switching you're doing? Yeah, that's a really bad habit you have to get rid of. Instead of QQing, just keep your gun out. And you could have shot that guy, tagged him a little bit. Now you're pushing smoke. Push your smoke and you die. Again, bad habits you gotta really correct. Can't be doing that kind of stuff, especially in the higher brackets because you get punished a lot harder for it. You want to start building good habits as your foundation. That way, once you get to higher levels, it becomes second nature to you. It becomes a lot easier for you. And just overall, you become a better player. So it looks like you guys are doing 5-50 mid. It's very risky. Capture by surprise. You saw one guy go, or if your teammate should have called one guy underpass, sorry, you shouldn't have seen that. And one guy should be going B-apps, watching for this push. But they're not. You didn't hear that, see that. It's up to your teammates to call that. Alright, so you know one guy is in CT. Again, stop quick switch is stupid. Good crosshair placement by you right there, getting that headshot. If you don't know what the point of quick switching is, it's to reset your recoil when you have a gun, but there's no real reason for you to do that in these situations. Because the time it's going to take for someone to peek you when you're at these certain spots are not going to really, you know, want to. Alright, so I think I heard that guy cap, but I'm not sure if it was a GoTV or a replay bug or not. So you're peeking cat. I wouldn't advise peeking. You die. Unfortunate. You guys won the round. You guys brought back 2-2. Not bad. It's nice to know it's that smoke. It's good. Where's this go?
Throwing flashbang. Laying down
Goes to
smoke.
CT. Not a bad smoke.
Flashbang. Grenade.
You have to turn from the flashes. You obviously can hear them. Because you don't turn, you take a lot of damage. Because if you're watching the smoke, you would have seen that guy before he saw you.
Deploying flashbang.
Die. One shot because you got lit so much. You probably would have lived here. But because you took so much damage from that first guy pushing into smoke, the second guy just had to touch you. And you died. So again, beware of the smokes. Beware of flashes in the smokes. Listen. Be aware of your surroundings. 3600 glow armor nades is probably the best thing you can buy here unless you get a drop. I'd ask for a drop first. If you can't get one, that's what you should buy. Or maybe if you want to, Tech 9 armor full nades.
Come on, chop, chop.
Nice, good choice. I like this. As long as you utilize your grenades, it's not a waste of money. It's a good buy. If you're just gonna rush in with this, you're just wasting money.
Grenade. I'm throwing a grenade.
Throw a flash. Right, just clearing the smoke. It's a very odd smoke. Someone could be here. No one's really watching it. You're spraying in it. I doubt anyone's gonna be in that smoke, but you never know. Alright, you know the guy has ninja spot. You should be calling that to your teammates. You have a nade as well. And good kill. Right on him. Hop up. Tried to at least. Alright, you know one guy's in connector. Killed your teammate still. Makeshift flash, didn't work out. Alright, you know last guy has to be connector. And you get the kill. Pick up the op, you're set to go. Now it looks like you're in op mid. You have a decent spawn for it, but they can still beat you if they have a really good spawn. But it looks like they're kind of force buying here, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about an op. Because they have lost 4 or 2 rounds in a row. You tag that guy, should be relaying that information to your teammates. Hey, there's one in B apps. I tagged him, he's legged. Alright, keep your op out. This is prime distancing for an op. So you really gotta hit those shots. Alright, good kill with the Tech 9. He had armor, as you can hear from the dink sounds. CT. Flash yourself in. Team up. Miss that shot. Again, you really gotta hit those shots. If you don't practice your op enough, practice it more. You shouldn't pick up the op in a matchmaking game unless you're definitely confident in your opping abilities. From what I can tell, you're missing really easy shots with the op, so you should probably lay back for a bit until you decide to keep working on your fundamentals with it. Alright, AK, full nade to like this.
Move it. Flashbang.
They're not going to be here just yet, so that flash is basically useless. Closest they'll be is usually around like right there by triple and default box. I believe that's the guy that's watching Palace. Again, no one's watching Palace. You gotta make sure you listen. That flash is alright. Goes kinda high, doesn't blind him that long. That's a really good nade. I like how you do that. The smoke lands where? It's like a makeshift nade. Top jungle. died to some guy that was flanking. Really can't do too much about that, but you gotta be aware that, hey, I could be flanked. My teammates are on site. What should I be watching instead of throwing these nades, right? Maybe saving these nades to throw off different angles and then going to T-ramp, because usually you always want one person T-ramp watching the flank, because usually someone's flanking. If they're not flanking you, then you know where they're coming from. They're coming jungle connector or they're coming CT. It makes your life a lot easier, so you know, and you can use your game sense to kind of figure out what angles you should be holding, etc., etc. So you have enough money to buy everything. But you're buying Galil for some reason. I don't know if you know how much money you have or not or something, but you should definitely be buying an AK with Galil. Galil's subpar compared to the AK because it's one-shot kill potential. You're baiting your teammate right now. You should be rushing in there with him. Because of that, you guys look at the trade on this guy. Throw a nade that goes somewhere on site. Not really worth. Crosshair placement, look at that, you're aiming at the walls. Not really hugging the corners. Thankfully you get that guy because the teammate lit him up. You should know one guy's cat. You don't know where the second guy's at. Alright, so you confirm the guy's still cat. Second guy's probably coming market. You have a guy in app, so you don't have to worry about the app flank. Alright, you know the second guy's market. So you know one guy's cat with an op. You shouldn't try to pick that battle. You expose yourself to market right away. So I don't know why you would go to the positioning you were at. That was really bad positioning on your part. You should have stayed near the van side of the walls. And maybe try to pick the guy if he went door, and obviously he did. You probably could have got that guy, and then you could have done the 1v1 against the opper. And it's really hard to retake a site with an op because it's one shot, then you have to cock it back again. That gives plenty of time for the enemy to peek you and kill you. So keep these things in mind, positioning where you're at, where they're coming from, where they can see you from. And so you just peek wide here on site, you expose yourself to market window if they jump out, door if they come out, and the guy can't. So, still have enough to buy. You should be full buying. You have enough for a Molotov, 2 flashes, and an HE grenade or a smoke, or maybe you want to go in HE grenade, smoke, and 2 flashes. But you can get the Galil again. Know how to manage your economy better. Doing pretty poorly about that right now.
Throwing a decoy. Flashbang. Flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Smoke.
Crosshair placement kind of low. Trying to correct it there. Going to spray if you don't have it. Down already. Decent nade. Because if you learn the spray patterns for all the guns, life becomes a lot easier for you. Throw a flash, blinds no one. So you know one guy's stairs, one guy's cat or jungle, and you know where one guy's flank. You should be reeling to your team. Alright, all 3 are A. Take the bomb, rotate back to B. You already have a teammate to market. He should be calling that out as well. Like I have B control. This guy obviously just goes in and tries to get frags and dies. So you guys lose that round. Economy's kind of tight here. Team's forcing up. Again, maybe Galil armor again, right? Or maybe just Tech 9 armor full nades.
The day. Smoke. Throwing a flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Smoke. Throwing a grenade.
Guy's lagging, so obviously you're not gonna really hit him too well. Just hear that guy be abs and he just kills you. Alright, you have enough money to buy full out. Looks like you do. Ooh, it looks like you go for one of each type of grenades. Molotovs are very good for clearing out angles, especially on A site when there's a lot of angles you have to double check or just check deeper into and puts you at a 180 degree where it exposes you 2 angles at once. Again, same smoke, really good. Does a nice bloom in front of ticket booth. You guys are smoked off obviously, but it's a really bad smoke. You should use this to your advantage. Alright, you saw that guy. Keeps taking me back. Good kill. You guys are basically taking sight. You know, one guy's connector's cat or something, but I think you heard it, so it's close enough to, you know, it's connector. Again, this nade, not really doing much. Maybe save your nades for a better angle. Alright, last guy with connector. You should know this. See if they kill you. Alright, you're going for the op again. I do not want you to have this gun because I don't think you're that good with it yet. You have no smoke, so you gotta keep that in mind. You really can't smoke off an angle, but you can clear it with a Molotov. Looks like you're gonna head mid. Alright, so you're getting to mid late. They can obviously set up really quickly, and they'll probably be there ahead of you. Try to peek it, you're gonna lose that because they're already set up, and when you're scoping down with the op, you're slow enough for them to be able to react faster than you. Keep that in mind. Maybe wait for that smoke your teammate was throwing, because that'd be a good smoke. Get the boxes, or you can push the smoke, wait for the guy that's watching the right side, right where the boxes are at, because you smoked off top of cat. And just push through and get him while he's not peeking. That's really a smart play. It's really puggy. You obviously shouldn't push smoke because it's very risky as well, but the reward is really high paying because you get rid of their opper. Alright, you have enough to buy AK, full nades, whatever nades you want you can buy right here. But you have to go for a Galil again. I don't know why. I think you need to learn the economy a little bit better than this.
Throwing smoke.
Teammate smokes you off. Really bad smoke from his part, but you guys are making a lot of noise, so if they do know you guys are in Palace, at least one or two of you. Your teammate's already out with bomb, so you should be reacting this a little bit. Maybe flashing yourself out off the wall, straight ahead, going through the smoke, or maybe setting up for a smoke if you know these set smokes. There are a couple smokes you can do from inside Palace that blocks off the balcony or under it. Gives you free roam. You peek out. You should know they have an opera that played window last round, so jungle should be like a fucking, you don't want to peek that shit, you don't want to slow walk out of Palace. You either want to run out, right, by yourself with a gun, with your knife out or whatever. That way it's harder for the opera to kill you, flash out, or smoke off balcony, so the opera has to kind of guess where you're at. Alright, so now it's the last round. You should buy out, ask for a drop, that way you can get full nades. I think you do. Speed it up a little bit.
Roger. Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it. They got smoke.
Alright, you get a drop. You should buy armor. Full nades, I like this.
I'm throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. Decoy.
You know guys in here. Decent aim. Again, you gotta work on your crosshair placement a little bit. It's not bad, but it can definitely use a lot of work on. Rushing out, making a lot of noise, they know you're here. It's actually a pretty good smoke. You heard the ladder come up, but maybe the mask of the blooming of the smoke really covered it. I think this is a good call by you guys. I think you guys should have gone B instead of coming to underpass. It's gonna be tough. They know where you're at. You know, at least one has to be B, one has to be A. That's what GameSense should tell you. Like, hey, maybe. Or if they stacked it, it's unfortunate. So now, alright, you know where the last guy's at. Shouldn't be taking that fight. Or you could as he's falling down. But again, playing the bomb slot smarter and going to a post plant positioning. So, here you're guessing that he is rushing connector when he's not. You could use this time, right, to peek triple, go triple box, try to peek him a little bit, try to get some info. But unfortunately for you, you peek out the wrong time and he kills you. Nothing you can do there. You could have played a little bit better. Gotta get that info right away. And that way you can actually win the round. A 1v3 clutch, but it's a good try. And so now it's pistol round. Armor is usually a good choice. If you're gonna go B, sometimes nades if you want to. But there's a view for armor.
Grenade out. Smoke.
Alright, good kill by you, good headshot. You should know there's no one else here. It was obviously a fake thrown by that guy. You can hear the footsteps because it'll be running out. So your rotation's really slow right here. It needs to be a lot quicker.
I'm throwing smoke.
Again, mine's on the left side, right? If you were on right side, you should have seen that very easily. Alright, you didn't know where this last guy was at, but you did know bomb was down connector. Your teammate was on the other side. You should have played cat. It's real smart. Or stained ladder right here. Again, those are two good spots, but instead you try to go to window for some reason. I don't know what you're trying to do in there. A very easily winnable round by you guys, 2v1. You guys instead of a crossfire on the bomb, etc, etc. Instead you try to go window for some reason. You make a lot of noise. You announce to yourself that, hey, I'm window room, or I'm window room / ladder. And then you decide to go through. If this guy was mid, he would be watching window. Seeing if you fall off, he would have known, alright, one guy's there, where's the other guy at? Where can this other guy be? He's probably by the bomb, etc, etc. So again, these little things give away information to the enemy. Thankfully your teammate comes in clutch, wins you guys the round.
Yes. Let's go. Flashback. Throwing smoke. Grenade. Decoy.
Alright, you see nades coming down. What happened here? Oh my god. Can't do this. Alright, what happened here is you saw the smoke go down again. It could have been a fake, but you did hear a lot of people running through wraps, and they were definitely shooting. You should have peeked through the smoke, right? That way if they flash through it, you can dodge it, or if like they bounce it off the wall, you turn away and then peek it. If you would have just looked at the smoke, you would have seen all three of those guys before they did. You would have got the headshots off. It would have killed them right away because they do have no head armor except for that one guy. So now your teammates come in, they clutch it for you. Your economy's kind of bad. I just go for pistol armor, maybe 5.7, because 5.7 is a lot better than the P250 when it comes to bullets and range. You could drop the gun, which is really nice of them. If you would have killed them right away, right, like you would have known last round, is they would have full saved, you would know that, hey, they got the bomb plant gun, they're probably going to buy this round. And you would maybe bought a FAMAS instead, told your teammates, hey, I think they're going to buy. But now you're kind of fucked. You see that kind of smoke. You should know he's somewhere in that smoke. Alright, that's kind of bad game sense by you right there. Because you saw him cross in, your teammate's right there in sight. You have one CT, it should tell you right away he's in that smoke.
Deploying flashbang.
You throw a big flash up top. You can bounce it off the wall behind you, bounce it off the smooth part of the stairs right here, as we can see on the screen. Those are all better flashes. They don't go as far, and sometimes it catches them off guard. But you do have a bomb on top of stairs right here. It's really good. It's advantageous for you guys. They have to jump up, come upstairs to get it, and your teammate has an op. He's covering you. Last guy can be anywhere. He's not making a lot of noise. This is when you should be watching your connector as well. You have no one really watching connector. So it's good by you peeking this. You have one teammate CT. Tell him to watch T-ramp and palace. That way you don't have to. Thankfully your teammate peeks mid and kills him. You got an AK, nice. You should be able to buy full nades. As we can see, their economy is very bad because they bought last round. And so they can probably force up Tech 9 armor, pistols. As we can see, one guy can buy an AK, but he just go for a Mac 10. So if they're going to rush B, it's going to be very good for you because they're not going to have any armor. If they do have guns, they'll probably stay in the back. And as we can see, they're buying submachine guns. And that's not really going to do much against you because you have armor. So you do see the same smokes and flashes. Again, you throw a flash. Nice. Spray that first guy down. You know the second guy's in your sight. Hopefully, you have 9 bullets left. Got a spray on me. You just whiffed your spray right there, but you did get 2 kills, which is really good by you. You did your job. Now it's your teammate's turn. And they do their job too. Awesome. Alright, so your economy, you have 8,500. Obviously, you can buy M4. Don't buy head armor because you don't need head armor, especially now as we can see they got the bomb down. They're probably going to buy, they have 3 AKs in op, MP7 that won't do 100 damage to you from a distance, which you should be watching a power pins from. And so, again, you don't need head armor. It's $350 you could be saving for when you guys lose, or if you guys lose, right? Just keep building up this economy. And now you have 2 people here, you and another guy. You don't have to be by Van where he's at. You can go cat, listen for the apartment play. That way you can help out mid and help out connector, but instead you're stacking up this. You really don't need to stack this, alright? So this is really bad positioning by yourself. Or you should be telling your teammate, hey, go cat. And so you guys see the flash or hear the flash, so you should know there's one guy in T-apps. Your teammate didn't kill him, but now you're making a lot of noise moving around. He didn't know where you were at, but because you were running around, right, you give away your position. Usually people play 1 van, 1 cat, but you guys double stack this. This will catch people off guard, especially in pugs. They won't clear this because they think, alright, I killed the first guy, the second guy's obviously going to be cat. So again, don't make as much sound as you need to. That's really bad by you, bad movement. Alright, so just next time you're in this kind of situation again. Oops, I messed up. But it looks like you guys lose that round. It's my fault. I just went over the major thing you went wrong there. And we won't be able to criticize any more of that round.
Go, go, go. Grenade out.
So now you're going solo B. Your teammate gets picked off. You force buy because it looks like you're force buying. Don't need to buy armor again or head armor.
Throwing flashbang.
Learn how to throw these nades better on the run. You know, really effectively getting better positioning as well as using your nades correctly, because you can obviously run and throw it off the wall. It goes in. You see that flash, you know at least one guy's there. He's going to be pushing you. You have to push throw, or like he's back there. He could be up close. You hear him. I think you would have turned from in. Again, you give away your positioning by 1, banking that nade off the wall right there. Right? Any smart player will be able to triangulate where that's coming from. Instead, maybe look up into the air, underhand toss it. That way it bounces once in front of you, and it'll blind basically the straight hallway. Obviously, you need those better reaction times to be able to react quicker to these T's being close up, and you just knowing when to do what, etc., etc. Alright, so now you missed that smoke. You gotta learn how to throw these better. You're not really using your nades effectively, really putting you at a disadvantage. So they throw that smoke again. You know he flashes through it. You should be careful of the flash. You hear it. So you're playing the same spot, risky. People usually check the spot if you play it once right after. You call for the double rotate. I don't think you really need this. I don't know why they rotated maybe 1 guy right to come, because you only have a pistol. You can use that guy as a distraction, which you're doing right now. Bosses all over the place. That's really bad by you. There you go. You're aiming at head level. You got the head. Push through. I would have kept going because you got to clear B up. They could be hiding up there just baiting his teammate, and which looks like they're doing, right? So you're rotating off of B. Obviously they're coming B. There's no reason. Like if you were just pushing, you would have died probably. Told your teammates, hey, bombs B, don't rotate, stay on A or stay on B side, don't rotate to A. But instead, you're watching market, not really doing anything, exposing yourself to the apartments push because no one's watching it now because you gave it up and you die. Now you guys have a pretty poor economy. It looks like that teammate's force buying. Again, I wouldn't force buy with him. He's just stupid. Look at everyone else's. Everyone else should be full saving. You should be getting like a pistol, like a 5.7 or a Deagle or a P250, whatever you want. Other than the P2000 5.7 armor, I wouldn't have bought this. No one else is really buying. You're just wasting your money now. Your guys' economy is going to be really mixed up. Thankfully, you guys should get some contact mid and A. You should see your teammates on top mid. It's clear. You don't need to smoke this. You're just wasting your smoke, right? Instead of using it to get into a post punch or to get retake positioning, right? Use that as a retake smoke. Now you gotta try to just wasted it. So again, it puts you at a disadvantage. If you have one teammate flanking, this is really good. Just have to basically clear outside, shoot the corners. You hear the one guy shooting from CT. Luckily, you get him. Bring out the AK. So this is that guy. You clear sandwich. You see him. Good job by you. Again, you guys still won the round, but that wasn't a really good play. You wasted your smoke and other stuff because you knew there was one guy already top mid. Push through. You should be looking at your radar, being aware of where your teammates are at and what they're looking at. So now you have full nades up. You have an AK. B side should be relatively easy for you to hold. They should be buying full buying again. Alright, because they have won like 3 or 4 rounds in a row.
Move it, move it. Grenade out. Smoke.
Get smoke again, you can run and throw it. That way you can get the van a lot quicker. You hear one guy shooting apps. Again, you're playing the same spot. Don't want to play the same spot over and over again. So you at least know one guy's in B apps, right? And he has the op. You can think that's his nade. Flash, good flash. Try to check it. You saw like 2 in there, so you should know there's 2 in apartments, right? So this is a pretty bad angle. You're out in the open. Now you move into a better angle. I like this. This is a good angle. If they fall out, you can shoot them. They'll be falling down. They could take van, right? So you're really giving that up if they rush out before you can kill them. But now you have your teammate here. He can back you up. You guys are holding like a decent like crossfire. You can bait him out. They'll be focused on him. That way you can shoot them while they're coming down. Van, he can worry about that instead of you. So now you hear him starting to execute. You hear that flash, you see that flash, you gotta react quicker. Alright, you should be calling it to me. Alright, I hear him coming abs. You should be already be able to react to these flashes. That flash was in the air for a good 2 seconds. You could have reacted very quickly, turned away. That guy wouldn't have killed you because he was falling down. And because of that, you guys lose that round. Easily winnable round. Alright, so you know they're full buying, they just won that round. They've won 4 or 5 rounds in a row now. You don't need head armor. Again, you're wasting money on head armor when you need a full buy. Obviously, we can see the guy has an MP7, but that's only going to do about 80-90 damage from a distance. Close range might kill you right away. But if they're rushing up on you, you should be taking advantage of that. You should be able to relay that information. So now, you throw a pretty bad smoke. That's his smoke. You know at least one's in B apps. You should be relaying it to your team. Hey, there's one in B apps at least. There could be more. I'm not sure.
Flashback.
Alright, so your teammate should have cleared out B apps. So obviously it's 4v2, it's going to be a hard retake. You're not really checking mid, you would have seen that guy cubby. Obviously your teammate sees them, you see that guy, and you make it a 2v2. Definitely 100% winnable by you. Alright. So you know one guy just planted the bomb, second guy's really unknown. coming out here. You gotta clear all these angles. You're not really checking your corners too frequently. Your crosshair's kind of low. Now you bring it back up because that's where their heads are at. They're at that slant. Alright, so now, but you're looking at the upper chest level, right? Again, you see your teammate doing these flashes. You're not moving. You're just hiding because you don't know your position. You see his leg. Nice, good spray down. Last guy could be anywhere. He could be Sandwich. He could be T-Ramp. He could be CT. He could be Palace. He could be Spot 2. He could be Connector. You hear him? C-Ramp. Oh, I mean TT. I'm pretty sure you would have had it if you just would have stuck on it. Again, you're already at a bad position. Your back's to him. It's a very risky 180-degree turn you have to do. And then you only had like 1.5 seconds left. So I think if you would have stuck on it, you probably would have had it. Not sure though. Not 100%. Anything could have happened there.
Get ready. It is going to explode.
Alright, so now you guys are in an economy buy. Teammate bought full nades, kit, had armor, he's really stupid. Don't follow his example. You guys are stacking B. Good stack. B's really hard to retake. You hear a couple. You should hear a couple AKs going off. You should be related to your team. Hey, I hear a couple B apps. You might be coming here. Teammate, especially flank them, he should be telling you, hey, there's 2 in B apps with bomb. Alright, the other 2 I don't know. So you should be worrying about your flank now because no one's A, no one's mid. Killed the one guy CAD. Go up, blocking your teammate. You see one more guy. You're in a bad spot. Now you fall off. Now it's 2v4. You should win this right away. You should be holding up crossfires. You know where bomb's at. You see that guy. He misses a shot. Alright, you should be telling your team, hey, he picked up bomb. Can you guys someone rotate to A or rotate to mid or something, or T-spawn right to catch this guy off. So now you should know one guy is in B or in market, right? He was shooting at your teammate. Come around, clear it. Let's go. That's really bad aim on your part. You're aiming at his head level, but you just weren't on his head. So again, if that was your kill, you guys won this round. Easy round for you guys. You guys still won the round, but again, you didn't have to die there. Alright, M4, it's nice. Again, if someone was peeking this, you'd probably be dead because you were hopping up. Try to hug this wall, this red wall you just passed through, and then hop up in the plateau right there, but don't go towards window, or I mean go towards market, or fucking go through doorway. Jesus. And your rotation here is really slow. Your teammate should have already told you that they're already on site. You hear bomb go down, and you still hesitate to go to A for some reason. And you see the last guy right there, fireboxing. Throw him. Teammate didn't have to die there, you could have just shot him. You could spam through these boxes, right? They're not made of metal, they're made of wood. So you guys are up, 13. You guys should have the advantage right now. Alright, so their economy as we can see is pretty shitty. Looks like you're gonna force up. Some machine guns, and you have an op. I wouldn't recommend taking that op to B because one, it's a narrow long way, right? They decide to rush in, you might be able to get one, but if they all rush up together, then you're really in a bad spot. Especially now you get there a fraction of a second late. It shouldn't hurt you too badly. As long as you throw smoke down, you should be fine. But again, this op, you can really get punished by it because B is like, they flash you, right? You're blind, put in a bad spot. You're trying to hop in the van, they all rush out. Again, you lose that, right? You have to hit those shots, then you have to fall off. You can stand on these wood stacks right here to the left by van, and you can peek off as they're coming in. You saw them, right, when you were there, but then you decide to try to hop on the van to get a better shot. Really bad move by you. Your jumping accuracy is horrible, and so you shoot one shot, you pull out your pistol, you die because there's 3-4 guys rushing together as a team. You guys lose that round. Your guys' economy is kind of bad. I say force it up. Teammates are buying. You get a FAMAS, you get full nades. Again, you, a lot of them died last round, so they're gonna keep their submachine guns. So armor's not too bad. I wouldn't buy head armor though, just because I want to build that economy up. Hopefully you guys win, then you guys win next round.
Throwing smoke.
If you were by apartments like you should be, you would hear them all rushing B. Your crosshair wouldn't be atrocious right where it is. Positioning's really bad. Really bad spray, you should kill that guy a lot sooner. You expose yourself to too many angles. And they swarm you at the same time, so it's really bad. Unfortunate by you, but again, you gotta kill these guys faster, aim at the head, pull down, know the recoil patterns. 15-14, you guys are gonna be on a force buy here because it's last round. Let's see what happens. So you get pistol armor, nades. Again, probably don't need the head armor, you can use it for another nade. Especially when it's last round like this. As we can see by our guns, all the guns except for the MP7, it's one shot kill to the face. With armor and without it. Nice kill. Again, don't QQ. You have every gun out. Don't need to do that. Alright, so now for this past round, you got that kill. But again, a bad habit you have is quick switching your guns. You don't want to make that a habit. You want to try to get rid of it as fast as you can. Because one, it delays time for your gun to be out and be able to shoot it right away. So that 1.5 seconds, that can get you killed. Especially at higher ranks where they take advantage, they have better aim than you. People won't miss you as often, and so again, it'll be very detrimental to you and your ability to rank up. Alright, so now it's going to go into the scoring section, which I will be putting on right here. Alright, onto the scoring part. So, as you can see, there's 4 major categories here. We have aim, movement, game awareness, grenades, and then your total score. Alright, so for aim, let's start with that. You got 7 out of 25 points, and let me tell you how I broke it down. I have 1 sub point, which is crosshair placement. Pretty bad. You're aiming mostly at the upper chest. Sometimes you aim at the head, because you were aiming at either once in a while or you lucked out with the spray. And so I gave you 3 points out of the possible 10 you could have got there. Next to accuracy, how well did you control your spray, etc., etc., or how often did you hit your shots with the op. And so, because you missed a lot of those easy op shots, I deducted a lot of points, as well as missing your spray or taking a long time to kill people with your spray with your rifles. And so I gave you 2 out of 10. It definitely should be a lot better because in CSGO it's all about spraying. Spraying is the #1 choice for shooting. Okay. And especially CSGO, because all the other Counter Strikes you could burst. This one's more about spraying. Spraying should be #1. Everyone should be working on that the most, and obviously you haven't worked on it too much because you don't know the recoil patterns for most of the guns. Next is shot selection, right? Do you decide to tap, do you decide to burst, do you decide to spray? Again, while tapping and spraying are 2 different things, and spraying is obviously the best, and then bursting is in between, you should know when to burst, you should know when to tap. If you're challenging at a distance, right, long range, don't spray too much. Maybe burst it, or try to tap their head off. Again, tapping when you only see their head. Good thing to know. So, I gave you 2 out of 5. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too good, but more on the bad side than it was the good side. So that's where you got 7 points at. Next, I'll take it on the movement. Movement was atrocious. Okay, so under movement, there's 1 subcategory called movement, right? Do you walk, do you run? In certain situations, like do you know when to walk, do you know when to run? And so you ran when you shouldn't be running. You walked maybe when time was of the essence, etc. But it was pretty bad. I gave you 1 out of 5 there. Okay, you're making a lot of noise on T side when you shouldn't, right? It's giving away your positioning. And CT side, right at bench right there when you guys are double stacking apartments. Shouldn't be running around, should be walking or staying still. Okay, so you gotta work on that. Know when to run, know when to walk. Positioning, I gave you 1. Double stacking apartments when you don't need to. Not going apartments when you have 2 guys at B, right? Going by catwalk, helping out your teammates. It's really bad. You really got to work on your positioning here. Don't expose yourself to too many angles at one time, especially on T side, right? Use your grenades to your advantage, etc., etc. And then your rotations, I gave you a 1 out of 10 because, again, you got to be quicker. There's only 2 times, and both times you're really slow. kind of quicker on one time, but then again, this is really slow. Work on your rotation times. Ask your team, do you see bomb? How many are there? Do all your teammates on A die? If they all die, you have to rotate, even if they don't see bomb. If you see bomb, you should be rotating right away. If you get flanked, oh well. If you know one guy flanks, maybe wait for him, push him instead. But your rotation should be quicker through CT, or you should be pushing through T territory, making sure there's no one lurking there. Alright, so that's where you get 3 out of 25 points on. Next is game awareness. So in that I include game sense, trigger discipline, economy awareness, and teammate positioning. So game sense is the most points you can get here, which is 10. I gave you 3. You kind of knew what you're doing most of the time, but you kind of weren't. You weren't really thinking about where they could be at. You weren't thinking very logically. You guys got flanked a couple times on T side. You should be automatically going straight to T ramp right away, knowing, alright, I'll watch the flank, make sure we don't get flanked. If you're in a 1v3 situation like you were, again, you killed the first 2 guys, right? You checked your corners. Now you know the third guy, where the third guy was at, but you decided to throw those nades instead of maybe throw the nade, peek it out, right? Or throw a better nade, throw it in a different angle instead of just throwing it up in the air and just wasting your nades. So that's a 3 out of 10. Definitely got to improve, play more, get more better game sense. Next is trigger discipline. I gave you 2 out of 5. Do you let them cross by you with your pistol? Do you just spray right away? This can go in accuracy as well with the pistols, but I'm going to say it's trigger discipline because you have to learn to tap. Okay, tapping with the pistol is just so hard to do because you can spray it faster, but the accuracy is just going to be like insane. It's so inaccurate when you're just spraying with the pistol, especially with the P250. If you learn some good trigger discipline, know when to tap it, etc., etc. I'm just going to use that with game awareness because you should know what situations to use that in. Next thing is economy awareness. You know how much money you have, do you know how much your teammates have. You kept buying Galils when you could have bought AKs. This could have turned rounds, easy rounds you guys could have won if you would have had a better gun, etc., etc. So I gave you 2 out of 5 on that because you did force up when some of your teammates forced up. Just gotta be sure to know, like, hey, how much economy do I have? How much do we get if we lose? How much do we get if we win? Etc., etc. Also, buying head armor when you don't need it could go in economy awareness. Really need to know this. It's a very important part of the game. Really helps it so you can buy a gun when the enemy can't. Alright, next part. Oh, so I give you 2 out of 5 on that. And then the next part is teammate positioning. I give you 1 out of 5 because basically you don't have to double stack. Apartments like that, you should be going cat. If you're going to have a stack, play a better spot. Have one guy bait, etc., etc. Make crossfires. Where your teammates at on the map. What have they cleared out? When you wasted that smoke in window room to get that FAMAS, you already had one guy that cleared up top mid. You don't need that. So use that smoke, you use it for retakes. Throw one smoke, you picked up another smoke on the ground, throw that smoke, right? Better positioning for you as to win that round. Alright, so also know what angles your teammates are holding. Again, that's all about teammate positioning. That basically tells you what angles you should be watching, what you should clear. And that 3v1 where the guy went mid, he went towards connector. You already had one guy on CT spawn, you have one guy jungle. You should be watching connector. You don't have to worry about anything else, just connector, because if they get pushed out and you die from a flank, you can blame it on them. It's their fault. Basically, if you guys lose that round, you can blame it on them because they didn't do their job. You should be watching connector, you'll be doing your job. Alright, so it gives you a total of 7 points out of 25 for game awareness, and then goes on to grenades. I would label this into 3 different categories: bot, used correctly, and reaction times to, or basically abusing enemy nades, or reacting to enemy nades. So you bought grenades whenever you could. That's a good thing you want to build up. A lot of lower skilled players don't do that. I give you 5 out of 5 points. Next, you use them correctly. You can possibly get 15 points in this. I give you 5. Again, sometimes you just throw them in the air. They don't really go anywhere. You're just kind of wasting them. I saw that more like a third of the time you actually use them correctly, so I gave you 5 points for that. Next, reacting to enemy grenades. So that's either they have a bad smoke, right? If they flash, you turn from it. If they have a bad smoke, you push in, use that smoke to your advantage. Or if they throw like another bad smoke, you hide in the smoke, etc. Let them go past you. Again, those flashes really killing you. Gotta get better reaction times to those flashes. There are some times where the CTs, when you were on T side through bad smokes, you use that to your advantage. You pushed out, got Tetris control, start clearing angles, etc., etc. So you got 12 points there. That was your highest thing, your highest score out of the 4 segments. Obviously, you don't really have to work on your grenades too much, just using them more efficiently. I definitely suggest working on your movement, your positioning, and basically how fast you rotate. You don't want to rotate too fast, and you also don't want to rotate too slow. It puts your teammates at a disadvantage because they have to wait for you to get there before they can start retaking. If they start retaking by themselves, instead of it being like a 2-on-2 battle, it's a 2v1. They try to make a play, and you're not there, then you're stuck in a 1v2, which is really bad. Alright, so this concludes my demo review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot from your mistakes, and I hope I see you again.